Well, hello, and gosh, it's 8/8, a very potent day at the peak of Leo season, in which new portals of light and star energy are being activated. I've been speaking about this on the build up over the last couple of weeks, where we're really being asked again, given this divine opportunity, to come back to our hearts and remember who we are, in the great scheme of things. I won't rest until every woman on the planet, every being, every person on the planet, but especially with my heart, with women rising up and standing in their truth and using their voices in a good way to change the things and beautiful concerns that we're seeing going on the planet. So just remember that to take some time out today. I'm going to go into a short invitation of love at the end of this, but just remember that any actions that we take now or any intentions that we set today will be amplified and multiplied times a godzillion, a number so God only a number so big only God knows. And be open to big, incredible, expansive, heart-opening shifts today and as you go forward, because this is really what lions stand for. The white lions of Timbavati have a very special place in my heart as part of my council of healers and spiritual guides. And they really invite us to stand with a brave heart and remember the all-knowing, all-being, all-perceiving, living way of remembering our humanity is through love and through the Stargate of Sirius. So as we continue to do our work and release the remaining veils of illusion, of lack, of scarcity, of fear, of this great separation sickness, remember that the only way through is by staying in the heart space, and to really focus on our soul's desire for sovereignty and truth and financial freedom. I really believe that the new wealth code that we are entering into and we're pioneering, because there is no manual for this, has to come from the frequency of divine love. And it is, of course, overlighted by this nurturing love of the Divine Mother. I think we should be celebrating women every day, but today especially there's a lot of attention being focused on Women's Day here in South Africa. So with this, just remember that we're stepping into a remembrance and unbecoming of the old illusion of lack and scarcity and separation, and into this beautiful dance with the heart. That's really rooted in our vision and our personal purposes, to come together in the collected, unified field of love as community. I say this all the time, that hurt people, and people that are emanating and living and shining their light from the heart space connect others to really deepen into trusting in love again, trusting in heart, trusting in our co-creation, that we are divinely supported. And as those beautiful lions of Timbavati, lions everywhere that are really suffering right now, it's interesting how we seem to always destroy what we most fear, and beyond fearing our own potential, our own infinite potential to love. That's my dog barking. We've got to just remember that as these children of the sun gods are inviting us into all the time, they're saying, stay in your heart. Remember your heart and stand in the courage and the truth for all that is being illuminated as divine truth and illuminated love. And just as a side note, did you know that your heart is the most electromagnetic organ in your body? Besides that, we have a heart brain, and the heart brain, along with our gut brain, are the first to develop in utero, long before the brain, or this processing unit on our head that often keeps us playing very, very small. The heart generates like 60 to 1,000 times more power than your brain. And it emits an electromagnetic field up to 12 feet in every direction. That's why when we're standing in the source field of love, with the sentience, the horses, the elephants, the beautiful whales, we just feel almost the beauty to weep in the bliss of that heart coherence, because they just, that amplification and that resonance of love is just so huge. So I want you to just think back to a time when you felt your heart would truly break, because people do die of heartbreak. When our hearts break into a million tiny little pieces, sometimes we feel like we're never going to be able to put it back together again. And when there's grief or other emotional pain that just seems intolerable, unbearable, you know that you survived. You know that you not only survived, you thrived, you grew, you learned through the heartbreak. So right now, I want you to just check in with your body and just see if you can recall or remember a time when you felt like your heart was going to break. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was the loss of a beloved or a loss of a dream. And see if you can feel that physically in your body right now. Maybe it just felt like you couldn't breathe, like you had this big elephant sitting on your chest, or maybe it was a feeling of panic. Whatever tumultuous feelings are, they normally bring up this intense wave of sadness, or overwhelming fear, or paralysis, where we kind of go into that freeze state. Or maybe it was just devastating loss. Because all of those, to our very, very tender and delicate nervous system, can actually feel like a physical assault. So with all we know about energy and emotions, I really believe that some experiences can be so hurtful that they result in not just breaking apart, but in a protective or defensive pattern, where it will form based on your experience of that event. Heart walls, a wall around your heart designed to protect it from, and our nervous system also will do everything it possibly can to keep us safe, to keep our organism thriving and away from anything that feels painful or dangerous. And from my experience, I believe that about 95% of most people have not just one heart wall, but many, many heart walls. And removing it is the key to our well-being once we've learned the lesson from it. And you can. I do this in my work all the time with epigenetics, where we're carrying heart walls and heart defensive systems from our family line of origin, or intergenerational traumas, which have armored up the heart of our ancestors, and that gets passed down to us. The good news is the brain and the nervous system is plastic. We can lay down new pathways to really open our hearts and trust and love again. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. You are so supported, and that our heart walls aren't just metaphors. They're real force fields of emotion that's wired and trapped in our bodies, in our hearts. So despite the way it may seem, a heart wall can affect much more than just your love life. It affects every aspect of your being, because we are born of love, and we are here to share love on the planet. So getting back to this incredible opportunity to return to the heart today on this 8-8 Lionsgate portal, just take some time to open your heart and set yourself free through pure surrender. Any physical discomfort and disease, just by asking it to be done. It can be done. Letting go of any of those feelings of sadness and loneliness and isolation, or self-sabotage, right? Which isn't self-sabotage. It was your body doing the best that it could at the time to keep you safe. And if there are any abundance issues, that have been assigned to you, given to you, or any anxiety coming up around how do you create your future in a world that hasn't taught you to stay in your heart, that's told you to problem solve from your head. Can you just allow that to just be there for now? Nothing to do, nothing to prove. And to just know that if you have created heart walls, you have the ability, and your body has the innate intelligence to let those down, to push down the barriers and just dare to be brave enough to keep an open heart. And I want to just start by saying to stay with me for a second as we just do a very short invocation, an invitation to say, I am ready to activate my light body, my Merkaba field, and all the templates of the new earth, all the geometries, the fractal geometries, the sound, the color, the numerical sequencing within this beautiful sphere of love, this incredible torus that is Metatron's cube, that is the golden fruit of life and the tree of life. And all the geometries, the light codes, all of it. May we give our love to Mother Earth and to this new human blueprint, the new earth frequencies, so that they can activate within our diamond platinum light, our human blueprint. And that we're connected to nature. And nature, Earth is recalibrating and upgrading. The Schumann resonances are upgrading. There's more light coming in to this planet more than ever. And where there's more light, we get to shine on the shadows, on those lower vibrational frequencies that are ready to be healed. As we step into and through the Syrian portal, that opens the stargate of our loving hearts, and our minds empty of all the doubt, the fear, the anger, the blame, the shame, the regret, any distracted implants that were assigned to you. And we connect in this unity consciousness, aware that we have the ability, the alchemy to contribute back to the love of all. Because if we're not caring for ourselves, if we're not loving ourselves, it's really difficult to put our care and attention and love onto others or onto the earth and the water that supports and gives us life and the other sentience. So just repeat after me. I'm going to keep this one really, really short because there is a huge divine blueprint ignition available, which I'll tell you about later. So just if you will, just stop what you're doing, put any distractions aside, and with your hand on your heart, just connecting to the Great Mother, the Father, the Christ consciousness, to the Syrians, to your Lemurian guides, your archangels, Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, connecting to the lions, living and those that have passed, back to the Great Pyramid in Egypt, up to the Leo constellation, the galaxies, from where we came as star seeds and light beings, and down to the earth, to all the lions, sending our love to them, to these beautiful children of the sun gods, to the white lions of Timbavati, and to all the women in their lion-hearted love around the world, asking that every one of those beautiful lion-hearted women claim their sovereignty and their freedom to stand in their truth and speak with a whole heart so that we can collectively affect the changes that are so called for right now. And calling upon the Syrian Archangel Leagues of the Light to activate your Syrian Stargate of the heart now. And in your mind's eye, in your quiet inner voice or out loud, I invite you to claim your sovereignty. I am ready to experience my highest potential and the next level of soul's blossoming, magnificence, and light. I am ready to experience the merging of all timelines across all space, dimension, and reality of all the golden ages of light and alchemy. I am ready to experience soul embodiment through the merging and integration of my multi-dimensional selves in this physical form. Your higher self and beloved, I am present. And I'm ready to release all levels of victim and persecutor consciousness, any lack and scarcity vows or oaths or promises or fealties, communities or commitments, to know yourself as love. And repeat again, I am love. I am the light I am. I am ready to embody my purpose, my soul's mission, my direction and destiny. I'm ready to embody deepening levels of sovereignty, of truth, and financial freedom through the overlighting of the Divine Mother, Mother, Father, God. I am present in the Christed light. I'm ready for soul embodiment as the light of God, Goddess I am. And so it is. And so it is. And so it was. And so it always will be. And in affirmation of this, claim your sovereignty, that your loving heart is one with Mother, Father, God. That your loving heart is one with all your emotions, your thoughts, and your feelings. That your loving heart is one with your inner and outer family, with your star families, with your blood families, with your soul families. That your loving heart is neutral and patient and kind and compassionate. That it has no expectation on this journey. That your loving heart trusts in life. And what life has to offer you, you offer to life. That you will tune in with all your clairsentient, subtle senses of being, knowing, and receiving the call of the universe, of the one heart of all that is. And may your loving heart take you deeper into the blooming, the opening, the calling back of all the soul fragments as you lower your heart barriers now. Filling yourself up with this magnificent love and light. And that your loving heart is able to separate its emotions, thoughts, and feelings from each experience that is unique to you that it has had, honoring the resilience and the strength of your lion-hearted courage, your bravery to stay in the light no matter what challenges have come your way. And whatever level of discomfort you may still need to experience, to know yourself as love and to ask, what would love do here? That you know that forgiving and loving and letting go of old energies and people and places that no longer serve you, that you can send love to all those places and let it go in deep, silent surrender. To take you deeper and deeper into the one heart, into conscious relationships, into sovereignty and freedom and clear-sighted communications with other that are listening more and feeling into that. Nothing to do, nothing to say, only to stay open-hearted and know that everything is made of love. That you are love and that your loving heart sees the love and the value in others. That your loving heart appreciates every single person within their reality, allowing them to make their own choices experience their own lessons and grow at whatever speed they are ready for as your brothers and sisters of love and light. And may your loving heart know how deeply it is loved, that you are loved. And just take a moment to breathe in the light you are, to breathe in the love you are, and to breathe out the light you are. And breathe out the love that you are. And to feel the sweetness of this in your soul. To embrace your tender heart as the mother heart of all. And so it is. And if you'd like the full ignition process of light language and encoded sacred geometric forms, of gamma light activations to unify your heart in this new human blueprint, it's available for you on a pay what you can. All the proceeds will be going back to my beloved lions here in South Africa. And I would deeply appreciate you just to, whatever you choose, stay open to love, to trust that you are loved, and to reach out and get support if that is something that you have been asking for. To dare to be brave in your heart and to open yourself up to receiving the love that is available to you, and to also give generously of your love. It is all about the heart, Mama Tara. You're right. And the gut. Absolutely. I would love to read your poem. Yeah, we're in this together. So I will post the link below if you would like that ignition process for the new human blueprint. I'll post the PayPal link, which you can make your donation to the White Lions or the other lions, rescue lions in need of funds always. They eat a lot. With my thanks and appreciation, and to just dare you to live with an open heart, and to take some time out today to truly just feel the love that is all around you. That there's nothing to do except to receive that and to take aligned action from that beautiful heart space of loving yourself and whatever arises. And I will meet you there. So I wish you great love on this 8/8 Lionsgate portal, and have a great rest of your day wherever you are.